Well, the world is a different place now because, well, the boogeyman is not checking for Chuck Norris under his bed before he goes to sleep at night. The world just seems so different knowing that Chuck Norris probably is taking over St. Peter's job in heaven and is guarding the gates. I know that the streets of heaven are guarded by United States Marines, but, I think Chuck would do good to man the gate. I've been looking online to find who in life was Chuck Norris's best friend. And the relationship that Chuck Norris had with Bruce Lee was very special, very beautiful, and very powerful to Chuck. And they weren't friends for as long as they should have been, probably, because the good die young. And hey, Bruce Lee was the best. The best. But part of me thinks that, hey, Chuck and Bruce Lee are hanging out, talking about good times, maybe doing a little bit of sparring. And anytime I see Chuck Norris, from now until forever, I think of my friend Greg. Now, a video that I made yesterday, was it? I talked about how I don't have friends anymore. I've kind of moved away from that. I've seen, but Greg was a good friend, and I don't think he'd be mad at me for showing pictures of his children, because he was a good dad, an amazing dad. And I run into his son sometimes when I'm buying snowballs to give to people at Festival Foods. So every now and then when I go to Festival Foods to pick up my snowballs to try to make the world a better place, I run into one of Greg's sons. And we always have an interesting, good conversation. Greg was a good friend. I miss him. So I've been thinking about him a lot, of course, because every other thing that pops up on the internet these days is about Chuck Norris. This is Chuck without his beard. Is it sacrilege to show Chuck Norris without the beard? Well, Chuck Norris earned the beard, I think, fighting with Bruce Lee. I'm guessing Bruce Lee punched him in the face one too many times and it hurt. And Chuck was like, hey, I need a granite shield on my chin and my jaw to keep those fists of fury from spoiling my good looks. Greg had the books with all the Chuck Norris jokes. He had posters. I think he put a poster up in the break room at the monastery, if I remember right, about some of the greatest Chuck Norris quotes on there. And more importantly, he really laughed at my Wheel of Fortune Chuck Norris joke. I miss him. And I was writing in my memoirs again, and I'll probably write more about it because my heart is full of good memories that I made with Greg. And hey, carrying his son on my back like Yoda when we went hiking together on High Cliff. That was one of my favorite memories with Greg. I was so strong back then. I think his oldest son was maybe 5 at the time, and I just put him on my back, and we walked the trails of High Cliff together all day. That was a good workout, and I'll never forget that. Bruce and Chuck fought each other, and I'm not shy about conflict. I think every now and then there is going to be conflict between friends in life. And to all those people that still believe in friendship and are looking to have friends in their life, I think you guys need to embrace those conflicts and not beat your friend down and win, but train together. Use that conflict to make both of you better people, not about one person winning or one person losing. It's about, hey, we have this conflict, we have this struggle, and we're both better and we're both stronger because of it. There's not both of us win when we have a conflict. That's the way that I think that friends should look at conflict. Now, I don't have any friends, but I have a wife, and she put a smile on my face. So if someone ever looks on the internet, like 20 years from now, who was Mrgrrr's best friend? Well, that's my darling, my everything, my angel, my sunflower. So I bet you Greg is hanging out with Chuck Norris right now, which is pretty cool. But even in the afterlife, with all these cool legendary heroes to hang out with, I'm going to go everywhere in the hereafter holding the hand of my sunflower. Mr. Bruce Lee, can I introduce you to my beautiful wife, Andrea? Let's see who can do more one-finger push-ups. I can't do one-finger push-ups anymore because I got fat. But back in the day,